up, the son of man, the sun in the land where the sun lands, where the sun rises, where the sun shines. Yeah, 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 yeah. Hey, who that? Who that? Who that? Who that? Woo, woo, woo. Coming in faster than a motherfucking premature ejaculator. Yo, I hack your data and I crack the gate to your whole matrix. Saturation my rhyming, in fact, I raise the dead like Elijah Muhammad. Assignment, I'm rising them up. The timing is clutch. Diamonds in the rough, yup, we mining them up. As long as we economic minded enough and keep up prayer, we can survive when it's tough. My artificial, they artificial. My niggas like E, they can hardly dish you. That's not an issue. I got the hardest tissue. I can let my guard down and discard the missiles. Lethargic misuse, so my time was quick proof. I was losing myself and the heart that this used to bring out of me. Trying to refine my essence, keep up my profession, refine my lessons. Back to the basement, put out the emblem for inspiration. I was patient till I realized I was wasting my time, waiting on rhymes encased in my mind. That's when I learned inspiration will find who she sees working, so I'm putting working to see 7 seas and the terror of the earth, fam. Owner of the land, settled on the best part, damn. What you know about that, man? Asiatic black man, see through you like cat scan. Not from Earth, I'm from Mars. Scratch that nigga dog star. When a mothership comes and they pick me up, son, better I can camouflage. So when I say blah, 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 that be young Farad, bitch. Ha. Flies, I swat far. Got you looking to the sky like a mystery god. Hardy ha ha. Y'all niggas make me laugh. Bask up in the shine of the one who lights the path. Now I'ma bring it back. Put your hands to the sun. Wave them side to side. Pump your fist. Everyone jump, jump. If your energy is right, everybody shine your light. Coming in slow like niggas don't know. I'm operating on a higher plateau. Youth is wasted on the young, wisdom wasted on the old. That's why I walk this earth like I've been here about 100 times before. So Hindus would say that I'm stuck in samsara, but I say every time I come back I just go harder. In my past 2 reincarnations I've been martyred. Bad karma, spark a change today, hopefully die peaceful tomorrow. Namaste nigga, nah I'ma stay nigga. Knock your ass out, that's what mama say nigga. Word to LL lyrical, I'ma spray niggas. Oh namaste nigga, my mistake nigga. But to those who don't acknowledge the divine in me, you best bow and homage now, cause you will eventually. Even the wicked still submit to the one unwillingly, cause when all is said and done the righteous get the victory. What? Flies, I swat far. Got you looking to the sky like a mystery god. Hardy ha ha. Y'all niggas make me laugh. Bask up in the shine of the one who lights the path. Now I'ma bring it back. Put your hands to the sun. Wave them side to side. Pump your fist. Everyone jump, jump. If your energy is right, everybody shine your light. Coming in bright at the speed of light, and I need your height right now. Travel at the rate of 186,000 miles per second. Whack MCs barely at the speed of sound. Let me slow down this record, check it. But this ain't no delay. Master of rap, they telling me the leeway. ELPJ isn't here to show niggas up, but show niggas truth. Cats always asking how it is that I do what I do. The same light in mine that shines in me can shine in you. But until you get that knowledge of self, dog, who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you? YDS the crew, we coming through with the woo. Rockin' eternal, we fresher than you. Talk to my niggas all up in the room. Stop following the crowd, think for yourself, my dude. Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you? Awaken from your slumber, transcend your visions in blue. Who the fuck is you? Who the fuck is you? Open your eyes, God, the light is you.
Blue represents untrue colors. There is nothing by nature.
My name is Stephen X, the Truth Spitter, and this is the Truth Hour. To my left, right here, we have my homie ELPJ.
Peace, world.
And then to my right here, we have the young King Trig.
What's up?
I appreciate both of y'all gentlemen coming out here.
Nah, I appreciate you for extending this
basically,
opportunity.
this is just what I would like to think of as a gathering of like-minded artists and individuals that are coming from this area who have a mission of just really promoting what the craft of hip hop and just art in general is about, just who you are as an extension of yourself. And the song that we just played was from this young man right here, my homie ELPJ, the youngest out of the group, I might add, and I find that admiring, being, you know what I mean, I'm 23, Trig.
I'm 24.
Well, okay, you know what I mean. So, you know, I think about it from a standpoint where PJ, how are you, bro?
18.
I can't even think about what I was too nervous. I'm pretty sure I was too nervous to get on the stage when I was 18, let alone drop a track. The name of the track was Sunshine.
Yes, sir. Yes,
but,
sir.
How did you really get started? You know, with just music in general, because you could tell from how you just attacked it. You know that it's something that you've been practicing, something that you've been working on for a really, really long time.
Man, thank you. Well, first and foremost, you know, my pops is big on hip hop, so I was raised in the culture and on the music. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, that's my foundation right there. I grew up listening to all the greats, all the legends, a bunch of underground people that, you know, are legends to me that other people may not even know about. But yeah, so I mean, I was just raised on hip hop the whole time, but I started writing around 10 or 11 years old. It was like 2008, I think, and so like. This is how the story goes. So one day I'm in 5th grade and I'm at music class, right? And we learning the Star Spangled Banner, right? And this is around the time I started kind of questioning everything, kind of the common narrative that we're told. You know what I'm saying?
That's when this started.
Yeah.
That third eye start opening up.
Yeah. So I ended up going home sick from school that day. I had like a cold or something like that. But it was like during music class that I left. And so I was just laying in the bed thinking about kind of that last line of the song. It was just repeating in my head. I was like, land of the free and home of the brave. I was like, yo, that ain't true. I was like, and so I was just thinking to myself, I was like, land of the free and home of the brave. So said the whites, but the African slave. I was like, oh, I should start. That was literally it. I was like, I should start rapping.
You were 11 though.
Yeah, like 10, 11.
Yo, nah, I wasn't. I know I wasn't on that wave when I was like, I was strictly like on my, you know, don't touch my video game.
Yeah, hey, I was on that too though. I was on that too.
I'm about to say that mindset. You can, and it definitely shows. Like I said, with the way that you presented your stuff, how is like your style is something that's different from other cats that's your age right now. I think that's particularly from this area. Mm-hmm. How would you classify your style? I mean, obviously it's like you said, it's very centered in like the traditional roots of hip hop. Mm-hmm. But how would you define your style?
I think that's kind of the thing. I'm at a point in my artistry where I don't want to define it anymore. You know what I'm saying? I kind of wanted to. Okay. If I had to define it as something, I would say evolving. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm trying to, especially at this point in my art, I'm trying to develop it to the next level, kind of. Which is why I've been gone from the scene for so long.
So what I'm getting from that is, it's like, you know, while you still have things that you draw from or things that inspire you, you don't want to necessarily define it or put it in one lane.
Right, exactly.
Because I definitely understand that, because I know for myself, I feel the same way. It's one of those things, you don't want to stifle your creativity. Mm-hmm. You know, it's one of those things where you try to, if you don't classify it, you don't limit your mindset when you're out there and you're making the music. And the thing that we always try to do as artists is find different ways to flip and innovate. You know, so that's definitely one of the things that I appreciate about yourself.
No doubt, man. And like the thing about it, man, like no matter how much my music evolves or changes into different into the way it sounds different, you know what I'm saying, or like certain aspects of it are different, it's still gonna be hip hop always, because you know hip is to be knowledgeable, to know what your surroundings are, to know yourself, everything, you know what I'm saying, to be aware, you know what I'm saying. Hop is upward movement. So I mean, if you got hip hop, you know what I'm saying, that as that's really what hip hop is. So I mean, like when I listen to like funk music, I'll say that's hip hop. If I listen to jazz music, I'll say that's hip hop. If I'm listening to classical music, even I can say that's hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because
hip hop is like the defining pinnacle kind of all music. If I rhyme over like a box song, it's hip hop. You know what I'm saying?
True.
If I rhyme over, you know what I'm saying, like a John Coltrane joint, then it's hip hop. You know, so I mean, like, and I mean, even without me rhyming over it, it's already hip hop. So that just shows you how much like hip hop and music to me, and when I look at it, it's just synonymous. You know.
Very true.
So.
Very true. So, okay. So with all that being said, what would be the one message, or like, if people were going to say, who is ELPJ? What does he want people to get from his music? What is it that you would want your listeners, anybody who's watching, anybody who will be watching it, what would be the one thing you would want them to take away from what you do?
Seek truth always. That would be the number one. It's like the number one thing right there, because you know, it's like my main thing with my music, I definitely want to be able to live off of this, you know what I'm saying? And the better I can live off of it, the better, of course, you know, but my main thing with it is reaching as many people as I can, you know, and making them look within themselves and find out, you know what I'm saying, the truth about themselves and live that out, because I feel like that, I mean, I know that's what music did for me. You know what I'm saying? Music is the reason why I have knowledge of myself, you know what I'm saying? And knowledge of the science of everything in life, you know what I'm saying? And why I seek the truth, you know what I'm saying? So I just wanted to be able to do the same thing for other people, you know, the same thing that it did for me. And that's pretty much it.
Very nice. Very nice. Well, okay. Thank you so much, my man.
My man, appreciate you, yo.
This is so dope. I'm really enjoying getting the chance to acquaint myself with artists such as yourself. And
likewise,
now that
bro,
we finished, you know, chopping it up with my homie over here, now my man sitting at the right over here, the young King Trig, coming straight from Waldorf. I appreciate you in particular for coming out here, because this studio's in DC.
Well, I'm actually familiar with this area. I used to be at ELC right here, Everlasting Cafe. Yeah.
Nice.
Yep.
So I'm about to say, you hit with the area, you're familiar with the area. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna go ahead and get into your song, God in the Sarcophagus. And I'm about to say, and this is definitely one of those songs, and when you hear it, I'm about to say, he's curious.
You never heard? Oh, you haven't heard? Okay.
I'm about to say, it's definitely something different, and this is the reason why I have this young man on this set with us right now. So what we're going to do is we're going to get into the next track from my man Trig over here. This is the Truth Hour with your man Steven X, ELPJ. Let's go. All right. God in the Sarcophagus.
That's ill. That's
appreciate it.
No doubt, son.
Did you make this?
I'm supposed to lead the Egyptians when I'm blind. Trapped inside my mind, oh my, this mind of mine. How the hell I'm supposed to lead the Egyptians when I'm blind? First off, this is time invested. I'm the type of nigga that be skipping breakfast. Sit back and watch some Netflix. All these people shallow in the fourth dimension. Cry for P6 says these lines. So why am I wasting my time when half of these niggas be lying, saying they perfect but barely be fine? Man, I look to my right and look to my left. I ain't see nobody with me in the valley of death. And I was calling collect, and I was calling collect. But then I became that nigga and said fuck the connect. Good Lord, oh Father, please forgive them. They don't know the presence of a God. But fuck the sarcophagus, I'm breaking away from all these bars. I'm supposed to lead the Egyptians when I'm blind. Oh Father, please forgive them. They don't know the presence of a God. I'm supposed to lead the Egyptians when I'm blind. But fuck the sarcophagus, I'm breaking away from all these bars. I'm supposed to lead the Egyptians when I'm blind. Trapped inside my mind, I'm getting blind. Truth is, I'm getting better with time. So don't you ever try to play me like I can't rhyme. I be rapping, I be painting at the same time. So words I spit is picture perfect. I'm blessed with gifts, but they came with curses. Wonder if all this shit is worth it. Scrapping my living with all these verses. No recognition for the timid, get with it. You gotta switch it to winning, you better lock your position. Cause I'm coming to get it, fuck your permission. Cause I'm coming to get it, fuck your position. And I'm tired of whack bars and spitting. I'm a god that I forget to mention with no regards. All along, where was all of y'all? Man, fuck them all. Man, I look to my right and look to my left. I ain't see nobody with me in the valley of death. And I was calling collect, and I was calling collect. But then I became that nigga and said fuck the connect. Good Lord, oh Father, please forgive them. They don't know the presence of a God. But fuck the sarcophagus, I'm breaking away from all these bars. I'm supposed to lead the Egyptians when I'm blind. Oh Father, please forgive them. They don't know the presence of a God. I'm supposed to lead the Egyptians when I'm blind. Oh fuck the sarcophagus, I'm breaking away from all these bars. I'm supposed to lead the Egyptians when I'm blind. Trapped inside my mind, oh my, it's mine and mine. How the hell I'm supposed to lead the Egyptians when I'm blind? Trapped inside my mind, oh my, it's mine and mine. How the hell I'm supposed to lead the Egyptians when I'm blind? Trapped inside my mind.
And we are back. We are back. That was my homie Trig. You know,
that's what's up.
God in the sarcophagus. That was just some powerful shit. Honestly, I remember when I first and quick backstory on how I met both of these individuals. Because I met both of these individuals. Shout out to my man Justice the Genius Child. The What's Dope open mic. Every first Thursday of the month.
Energy is crazy.
Awesome crowd just for any MC, any type of artist trying to network. It's in Annapolis at the Metropolitan Lounge. If y'all need that information, y'all can get it from following any of us on social media. But shout out to Justice the Genius Child for hosting that event. When I first heard that song at the open mic, the hook just stood out. It was just like, what the like, it's just like, yo, what the fuck? You're not really supposed to be saying nothing like that in the song because you know you got your extra sensitive religious individuals, and you said in between when we was listening to it that you caught a lot of hell for that song. So you like expand on that real quick, you know, before we get into all the extra stuff.
Pretty much, people were kind of like just they got the wrong message out of it. They took it for face value. And just, you know, everything it was saying, like, for example, when I was saying, you know, trapped inside my mind, oh mine, oh mine, oh mine, how the hell I'm supposed to lead the Egyptians when I'm blind? So people took it as, you know,
that's an honest question though.
You know, but people took it as, you know, I'm calling myself Moses.
Oh,
yeah,
so they thought you was trying to put yourself on that pedestal.
Yeah, but you know, Egyptians, in that sense of the song, could have meant, you know, the future generation, like the future kids. And from that perspective, it's like, how am I supposed to lead these kids if I'm still improving on myself? I got to be a good example for these kids before, you know, I can lead them. And they just kind of just took it for face value, and they missed the whole message.
I think that's the beauty of just music in general, because I know
the dialogue,
like the creativity of it, because I know for me personally, I wasn't like I didn't even think about it as kids. I just thought about it more so as maybe like more so, even though I guess we kind of would be considered kids in a sense, but I thought it was more so like a call to our generation more so than the ones.
Yeah, that's what it was supposed to be taken as. It's like it's kids and etc. But that was just, you know, the first example to come to mind. But you have the right mindset where you're going at with it. It wasn't to be taken as I'm Moses and I'm leading the Egyptians.
I'm about to say, I mean, either way, I mean, because the way that you presented it on the song, the way that you empowered the listener through the lyrics, like I know for me personally, when I heard it, it was definitely one of those things where, like, you know, I felt better about myself, or you know what I mean, where it's just like I felt stronger. Like if I listen to that before I'm going to work in the morning, you know, I'm ready to go clock in and my business on my 10 to 6, and then go ahead and clock out at the end of the day. But you know, since we got a chance to listen to God in Sarcophagus, talk to us a little bit, about some of the things, how you got started out, like what really got you into hip hop, where you at right now?
I started with music. I would have to say my pops.
Okay.
He was actually a DJ, and he used to play a lot of jazz music in the house. And at a young age, I used to soak it in, but I didn't really understood it. I didn't understand it to a full point where it's like, all right, I could go ahead and interpret this and make it my own. I didn't get it then, but I always heard it around the house. So it's like when I got older,
it's like the white noise and shit in the house. Yeah,
so
my
I
parents
started to
was the
go
same
back
way.
to it and actually do my research and listen to everything, even to like Pac, Biggie, all of that, because I used to hear all of that. But it was like at a young age, you can't really grasp all of that because your vocabulary is only but so big.
Right, and
But
you got
once
your
start
limited
learning,
understanding.
Exactly. So once you
Right.
get older, you're able to understand it better. So that's what kind of got me started with music and just having the ability to express myself and be able to do bold things and just break barriers.
Yeah.
For
very
example,
nice.
God in a sarcophagus.
I was about to say, I mean, that song, like the thing that I really enjoy about both artists, my man PJ and my man Trig, is that y'all really push the envelope as far as, like I said, empowering yourself. The idea that you have to seek knowledge in order to have a better understanding and just live a better life in general. I think especially for us being young black men at this point in time, where we have so many different stigmas that go against that, and then you can look at all three of us right here, right now, and then you can listen to our music, and then you can see something that's totally contrary to the ideas that they want to push, the propaganda that they want to push. But not to digress too far off the topic or the subject of yourself. How would you describe your style if there would be a way to categorize it? I try not to limit, but if you could,
I can't really put myself in a box because I'm complex for real. And that you can hear that in my flows. Like I have the tendency to switch my flows a lot within my verse and not just have one flow for a verse.
And then on top of
verse.
that, you're a producer as well too, because it's like you made that beat too.
Nah, I didn't make that.
You didn't make that one?
Nah.
But you
I don't make beats at all.
Oh, really?
Nah.
I thought you did.
Nah, that's CJ.
Oh,
Yeah. CJ is the one that.
Genesis.
Nah, he didn't make that beat, but he's the one that produces. That's what
Okay, cool. Shout out to CJ the Genesis, by the way. That's another one of the homies that we know. Okay, so so you couldn't really define your style. So I think I already know the answer to this personally because of how I've listened to your music and how I've understood it.
What would you say?
This is the question I have for you.
Okay.
What would be the big takeaway that you would want, like if people were supposed to get an idea of who Ja Trig is and what he's about, what would you want people to know or understand from listening to your music?
First, Ja Trig is not just, a name. It's a mission statement. It's joining all heritage together righteously in God's will. And that's pretty much what I want to do.
That's dope.
And I feel like within my music, that's the best way I can do it because I can express myself better.
Right.
Within art. And that's, music, within painting. That's my niche. So I'm just doing what I know best and trying to reach someone. If it's just one person to spark 10 other people, that's good enough for me. And that's all I want to do. And that all stems from, listening to Michael and wanting to continue what he started.
Jackson,
same thing, yeah.
I'm
And
about to
same
say
thing,
that way, like,
same thing goes
it's
with,
understandable.
Tupac. I just want to continue that.
So it's for the so what I'm getting from that is it's more so for the sake of influencing others really to pursue passions type deal. Okay. That's a and the thing that I really enjoy about your music is that to me in particular, art is supposed to be an extension of who we are as people.
Exactly.
You know, like,
exactly.
it's like whoever you are as a person is supposed to be shown or reflected through your art. So
because you're not gonna always feel the same way every day.
never.
Nah, that's
One
true.
day
I mean,
you're gonna wake up and want to, do one thing, and then the next day you're gonna want to do another, and it should reflect in your music.
Exactly.
It shouldn't
And-
be just one thing and you staying stagnant.
and it's definitely, and it's one of those things that I try to listen to some of the other material that you guys have. Both of you guys really embody that sense of it's not just one thing. Be versatile, but at the same time, it's be true to who you are.
Right. Yeah.
You know, and I think for us who create music in particular right now, one of the biggest issues that a lot of people have who are making music right now is that they're having issues with like just who they are, their image. It's like, and it's just like you be seeing motherfuckers going around with like identity crisis all the time and stuff. And it's crazy. It's crazy because like we're sitting here, and for us it's easy. You know, it's just like this is what we want to do. This is what it's going to be. But you'll look at somebody else on the flip side. You're like, how does that happen? But to each his own. Okay, definitely looking out for somebody. Now, for the two of you guys, what would be the best way that the viewers could get in touch with you guys through SoundCloud, websites? You know, social media is a powerful entity.
No doubt. No doubt about that.
What would be the best way that these guys, people at home, can get in touch with you guys?
For me, I would say my SoundCloud is SoundCloud, all that cliche stuff, and then / Trig. They might have to put a J and then a hyphen and then HTRIG because I put a triangle, so it's not gonna show up.
Oh, okay. How
did
did you make?
Yeah,
You're gonna have to teach me.
Yeah.
That's about to say that's gonna be some off-air secrets.
All right,
that you trade
I
for
got
later,
you, I
'cause
got
never
you.
figured out
I
how
got
to
you.
do that.
So they might have to do that. But if they type Jaw Trig and spell it like with the A, it might pop up.
Okay.
And then on Instagram, same thing, just Jaw Trig.
Okay.
That'll probably be the best two ways to reach me.
Cool.
No, I bet. Well, just Google these 4 letters right here.
ELPJ.
You
right now.
you can
Yo.
include the dots or
Google it
not.
right now.
Hey, it's gonna come right up, bro.
But
Everything gonna come up though.
In
So.
addition to that, he definitely does have tags in the city because I saw one of those tags.
Who, him?
Yeah.
Oh, for real? That's what's up.
Yeah,
He got,
the
he got
stickers,
random
yeah.
tag. Yeah, he got
Appreciate
random
you, bro.
stickers in the city. ELPJ. Aswa
This
Fod
your clothing line?
on.
Oh no, well I mean this is just a promo
promo,
shirt.
okay.
Yeah,
Promo
yeah.
shirt. That's a really nice promo shirt.
Yeah, thank you, brother.
Aswa
Appreciate
Fod
it.
on Instagram.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But
So-
if you put in ELPJ on Instagram and Twitter, it'll come up too. But the handle is Aswad Fahad or Aswad Fahad.
You gonna
If
have
we
to give me
if
hit
we
to
speaking
that.
if we speaking ghetto Arabic, I mean I can tell you right now, it's Arabic for Black Panther. So in tribute to the Black Panther Party.
That's so awesome.
Appreciate it, bro.
I'm jealous. That's not mine now.
That's
Totally, yeah. That's so cool. That is so awesome.
bro.
Okay, so now with this remaining half hour,
We gonna get into your music, bro.
yeah.
What's up with you? Man? I heard you dropping a music video soon.
And
I
you dropping it
suppose-
tonight?
I suppose that is supposed to
Oh,
happen tonight.
snap. Tell the people about it, man.
Now, for this next half hour, we're going to get into myself. For those who do not know who I am, I'm going to do a formal introduction. My name is Stephen X the Truth.
XXX.
Every time I hear that, I think it's a
Hey,
Wolverine.
but the coolest thing about my name, shout out to my moms, because the X is actually my middle name. So
that's
Stephen,
lit.
I say so. Stephen
Professor
Xavier.
X.
Yeah, I mean, of course you gotta do that a couple of times for your punchlines and your raps or whatever. But essentially, what I do is I'm a writer, producer, engineer, networker, just all around one man music guy. But what I came here today with, first and foremost, I want to say shout out to my team who supports my move every step of the way. Unique and Uncontemporary, the Captain Razarai, who directed the video for Nia Long, my homie Slice, Britt, Low. I apologize if I forget anybody, but UXU is the movement, the team that supports everything that I do as an artist. I mean, it's like a really strong brotherhood where we all look out for each other and help each other grow as artists.
That's what's up, man.
For this first piece that I have for you guys is Nia. The name of the song is Nia Long.
Okay.
So y'all, I'm gonna give a quick backdrop on just where I was, because this is from my first project, True Spirit Jekyll High Complex. I have 3 projects that are out currently, all on my website, IamStevenNext.com. That's pretty much how you can get acclimated with everything that I'm doing. But for Nia Long, you know, I wanted it to be like a really different narrative type piece, you know. And the video, shout out to
that's what you
I'm about to say the video. It's a really nice video. Also, I want to give a special shout out to T Brown Media, Tierra Brown, screenwriter. She was the person who wrote the script for it. Special shout out to Jamia Palmer. That was the model who played in it as well. I'm not going to give too much away as far as like the details for the song. I'm just going to go ahead and let the visual speak for itself, because this is a world premiere type thing.
World premiere
exclusive. So I try to get a nice platform to drop it on. So go ahead, and we're going to go ahead and show the Nia Long video. It's really nice though. Shout out to Raza Rye and the UXU movement for making this all possible.
Oh yeah. Jimmy, I look. She's a 5'3" vixen, stacked with all the fixins. Macchiato skin, them eyes, it looks that got me tempted to show the Kama Sutra of the spitter, that's the truth. And when I get to digging, I start singing like I'm Luther. Let me hold you for one night while we rolling on this flight. Speaking in that tongue of love, got her body feeling right. Let's go. Said she liked my style and the way that I articulate, so I went down on the kitty, then I resuscitate. Wrap the legs around my waist, ride me like a rocket ship. Took that D so well, it's like shawty won the scholarship. Give me her IQ and got me harder than a pop quiz. Calculate the different ways that I can practice making kids. Hit her with the yardstick until she felt it in her ribs. I'm bouncing. I know the ins and outs like a gynecologist. Promise that we won't commit. Yes, that's something we agree. But for now, in this moment, rolling on that Cali tree. That's all she needs. That's all she wants. She's simple in that aspect. I'm just lusting for her assets. Liable to vandalize the frame that she just tantalized with. Addicted to a taste that got me fantasizing of all the different ways that she know how to please me. Niggas so trapaholics, she just make it look easy. We keep it on the low, nobody ever know. She said she wanna feel the stinger from a Scorpio. And when I gotta go, she try to lock the door. That's when the spit and know I got her on my line for sure. Neighbors in my name when I'm diving in the body, blowing up the back like a point blank shotty. Bring it to the weekend on the party at the party. Woman in the streets and the she's naughty. We stoners intertwined. Okay. No rushing, take our time. She want that read out love, so this star had the 69. Don't do this all the time. It's only on occasion with a pretty lady acquaintance in the bag of Jamaican. Don't chase the cat, I let it come to me. But still I know that in this life that ain't a luxury. Wisdom from a G. Let the beat rock. Let the beat rock. I'm bouncing, 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 I'm bouncing. So what's up?
Yes, yes, yes,
Bruh,
yes.
Did y'all get the Star 69 line, bro? Like,
oh man,
that was a dope. That was a dope video, yo. The narrative was ill.
Thank you so much.
She was checking out your Instagram too, and then you showed up at the door. And she was like, "Oh, it's you, my nigga. Was good."
The way that we tried to do it, the plot twist, like I said, the fact that they were able to stem all of that, like the script, all of that. That wasn't me. That was a conjoint. That's the beauty of art,
right?
You know? Definitely, I have to say that was my first time shooting a video like that. Opposite, like having like somebody play somebody,
Make another role.
Exactly. You know, that was my first time doing something like that. So just that alone, working on camera with somebody versus just like natural interactions is a little. It's totally different, but at the same time. I know I personally enjoyed it, and the way, like I said, the way that they constructed that script and that whole video, I never would have thought of that. And I was the person I'm about to say, I wrote all the lyrics, I made the beat and everything.
Right.
You know, I never, in my wildest dreams, I never would have thought to make a video like that. You know, and
but like you said, that's the beauty of art.
It's a collaborative thing. It's a collaborative thing.
Definitely.
You know.
When somebody else can feed off of your stuff, your energy,
exactly.
They can give you something back.
Exactly.
That's dope, yo. That's dope. Well, like, what was the process behind making all that? Like, did you already know who you wanted to direct the joint and like who put the script together and everything?
For me, so because that was like from my first project, my first mixtape.
Right.
I had already kind of had the thought in my mind to have a video for it. And Raza was the most skilled creative mind that I knew. Outside of myself, I try to think of myself as like the most creative, talented individual that I know, but you get what I'm saying. He's definitely somebody who I draw inspiration from personally, just from a business standpoint and artistic standpoint, personal standpoint as well. That's one of my best friends. But definitely, I knew that he would be the person that could give it that spin where it would be something where you wouldn't expect what would unfold, because at one point it just kind of looks like it's all about how I was approaching it, but at the same time, when
she
you
was
saw
keeping your
exactly.
joint too, right? No, that definitely was a plot twist. That was a plot twist.
Exactly.
I didn't expect that. Yo, that was tight.
Exactly. Yeah, you know. But other than that, this year has been pretty solid for me. I would think that the biggest accomplishments that I've had is doing the shows that I've done.
Word.
Meeting individuals like yourself. Shout out to all the people that I've met this year doing shows. D'Angelo Redmond, DMV Unplugged, Sad 7 Entertainment doing Redline Wednesdays, Justice Genius Child doing What's Dope. You know, I also have to just say thank you to all the support that I've been getting throughout this year. You know, I think there's like two songs in particular that I had that really just kind of encompass how I've been able to separate myself from the crowd I think y'all may have heard them at one of my shows, or if you've gone through some of my material. The 2 tracks that I have for me today, in addition to the Nia Long video, are Sanity. That's the name of the one track, and the name of the other track is Peace. So what I'm gonna do is
that's dope. That's dope.
What I'm gonna do is I think both of y'all are familiar with Peace. So, but what I'm gonna do is
I think I know.
I'm gonna play Sanity first.
All right.
Because Sanity is like the one that I played to like really just fuck up everybody's head and grab their attention.
Yeah.
Get the energy flowing at a whatever I do. And also another little fun fact, tidbit about this, I actually recorded this whole EP with these songs on here in this studio. Like this, it was about
Listen
this time.
Vision.
About to say Listen Vision. About to say in Listen Vision. It was about this time last year, just about where I put all this shit on wax. But it's been a hellacious year, pretty much, just as far as pushing the material. But yeah, this is track. Shout out to my man's Mac for President, Banger Beats Only, for making the beats. And this is track is titled Sanity. I hope y'all enjoy it. This is Steven Next on the Truth Hour. Check it out. Sanity. Sanity. Yes. It should be titled Sanity. It should be on there. Alright. Yeah. They ain't ready. Yeah. They ain't ready. Mac for President on a beat, nigga. They ain't ready. Yeah. Now put the Skywalker out. Mix that purple haze up in it. This ain't a song, my G. Yeah, this right here is an experience. Open up your mind. Let me take you on a ride. Show you how it goes down on the other side of sanity. Sanity. I hope I never lose myself, get caught up in this vanity. I'm only human, searching for improvement. Now let me show you how the truth spitter do it. This that Jimi Hendrix mixed with MLK. On the day that Goku dropped the spirit bomb on Majin Buu. What can I say? I'm just trying to find a way out the struggle, put a muzzle on. Anybody finna think they stop this hustle? Got that Rookie of the Year campaign. Just go check my resume. In the club I two-step, motherfucker nay. Leave it to women and children, especially the women's, because I love to see them tickle bitties when they be jigging. Okay, I'm ranting, I'm snapping up on this fucking beat, but I swear Mac make it so easy when he coming with that heat. Yeah, take the cool out, no Lupe discount. Told y'all before, my style sadistic, free off the minds from mental prison. Now watch me raise so real tension. Sanity. Sanity. I hope I never lose myself, get caught up in this vanity. I'm only human, searching for improvement. Now let me show you how the truth spitter do it. Put the Skywalker out, mix that purple haze up in it. This ain't a song, my G. This right here is an experience. Flip the hook, now watch that nigga cook. Nah, this ain't Lil B. Shit, it's just Steve. I'm bouncing, I'm smoking an ounce of the finest. My eyes is so China, no Eisenhower, but I'm banging on that white nigga every night in the motherfucking paint. Drop that Walker, stankin' and drop that boom shakalaka. Yo, that NBA fire shot, niggas know I'm stupid hot. With this streak, never stop. Static shock, Virgil Hawkins with these fucking flows. Nigga got that whole crowd surfing on that motherfucking auto. Rocket power, better stop it. Back in the day, I was on a Surf Shack tip, nigga, no Tito, but I say aloha to that bullshit every motherfucking morning. When I'm starting a new day, homie, I'm blazing that haze. My eyes be on that road
before she wave. Yeah, I got them fucking shades. Homie said that on the kickback way back in the day. Steven X fuck up the game. Best believe that be my word. Yeah, I get so absurd when I flip these motherfucking verbs and nouns, going down like antonyms. Yeah, homie, opposites. Best believe I'm dropping scriptures out like a prophet. Shit. No Moses, just roses, because I put this shit 6 feet deep. Close it. That's how you let the beat build, bitch. On my Weezy shit. No dreads.
That would be a couch, just mad couch surf steez. So
Hey,
that
joint
right
lit.
there,
That
that joint right there was Sanity. For my Year Truth EP, that was probably most energized track. And that's a tall order for me, because everybody knows that I try to bring as much energy as possible when I'm recording my music, you know. But yeah, I had a blast recording that, and I remember the engineer was definitely like, I don't even know really what to call this, but this shit is hot.
No doubt, yo.
Yeah.
Hey man, hey, hold up. You said that was off that last project that you just dropped?
Yeah, the last project. Also,
What was that?
The Year Truth.
No, I don't think that was on there.
The
latest joint you dropped?
the latest jump, because there's three projects.
Okay, word.
True Spitter Jekyll High Complex is the first one.
That's a dope name.
That's my baby.
Word.
Second one is a compilation album. That's the
Right,
Your Truth
right.
EP. That's the one that I recorded here. And then the third one is Justice and Truth.
Okay.
There's a
I remember
common
that
theme.
one,
There's a
yeah.
common theme there with the names or whatever. But Justice and Truth, that's my collab album, hence the name.
Word,
you know.
man.
But Your Truth, that was me showing that, you know, I had the capabilities to create material without any parameters, because I did it in here versus creating it in my home studio. And I wanted people to really focus on the music. And a lot of times, if you don't have the right sound quality, you know, people would turn away from your sound.
Sound quality
Even if I say
is
sound quality, I mean, and it's understandable. It's definitely understandable. And it was one of the things that I wanted to try to, you know, circumvent that with that project, so that way the only thing you could focus on was the music.
Right. Yeah.
And I actually have another song that pretty much encaptures everything that I want people to understand about me as an artist, and not only just as an artist, as a person, because life is art is life. The name of the track is Peace. Probably the one that gets the best feedback wherever I go, because it's a universal message that everybody can relate and understand. Acronym stands for People Empowering and Caring Every Day. So slap that shit on this bumper sticker.
Boom.
But
like
also definitely shout outs to my man Banger Beats Only. Follow him on his Instagram, Mac for President. His Twitter is the same thing, at Mac for President, for any artists in the area looking for beats. That's definitely somebody who I would personally recommend, because he did like half my production. But we're going to go ahead and get into this next track titled Peace. Hope y'all enjoy it.
It's called Code. CODE.
Yeah. Just vibe with me now.
Plays John for your grandmama.
Yo, no. Just vibe with me now.
Everybody in on that trap shit all the time.
Yo, put your peace signs up.
Here we go now.
Yo. Peace be to my mom and pops, peace be to my bros and sis. Peace be to the homies that just vibing, nod they head to this. Peace be to the loved ones that are resting that we dearly miss. Peace be to the newborns in this world, yeah, innocence is bliss. Truly love this life I live, grateful that I have this gift. Just wanna learn to harness it so I can chase the world we in. Time we have is limited, based upon our trial and error. Means that every second, every day you should be getting better. Progression is the message, regression is deceptive. It comes in many many shapes and forms. Learn how to detect it. There's no perfection, just total understanding. A self-aware world and how they both relate. And if your soul is filled with hate, I pray you find salvation before your time comes. Ain't no redos in this life. No, you only get one shot to make it right or make it wrong. And when that chance is passed, gotta do your best to move on. Yo, living in this world, I love and cherish every life. Only get one, live it how you feel is right. Avoid strife, spread the knowledge, spread love, and I'm sure you'll find peace.
Peace to my mom and pops,
Peace.
Peace to my bros and sis,
Peace.
Peace to the homies that just vibing.
And I'm sure you'll find
peace. Peace to my mom and pops, peace be to my bros
Bring
and
it home,
sis.
yo. This passion been a test for me. Feel like I walk this path alone. Challenges in front of me, fortify and made me strong. Keep my friendships in my heart, channel to the purest heart. Turn my bonds of brotherhood to a light that guides me through the dark. Now I ain't religious, I believe in the spirit. So I hope I lift those up, the ones who really stop and listen, see my vision, understand. Y'all the people that I do this for, still can't believe it started. My cousin passed 4 years ago, pain turned to passion. This passion is my life. Pendants on my weapons, so I use those two to fight negativity, doubts and evil wrongs of the universe. Stand for what you believe in, to live a life of zero worth. Living in this world, I love and cherish every life. Only get one, live it how you feel is right. Avoid strife, spread the knowledge, spread love, and I'm sure you'll find peace.
Peace to my mom and pops, peace be to my bros and sis,
Peace.
be to the homies that just vibing.
And I'm sure you'll find peace.
Peace to my mom and pops, peace be to my bros and sis,
Peace.
be to the homies that just vibing.
And I'm sure you'll find
Peace be
peace.
to my mom and pops, peace be
Peace.
to my bros and sis, peace be to the homies that just vibing.
I know you will find peace.
Make sure that
We gonna get it in.
At this point in my journey, I know and I understand that positivity is the purest and most strongest form of energy found on this planet. I also know that in order to receive this energy, you must give it back to your fellow man with a sense of selflessness. It is only when people empower and care every day
Yeah,
that we can hope to find and achieve
not one moment of dead air.
That's how you got
peace.
I mean, that's real shit, bro. Like,
It's butter.
That joint is tight.
That is probably
I
like
that beat.
the smoothness of it, the subtlety behind it. And I remember when I first wrote that verse, I was coming home from school, and I was just like on some real, like the same way that the beat was just really mellow. I just felt like it was like a time for me to just write some real shit for a moment, you know. In the midst of all, just about to say, you know, just boost out a little bit, just relax a little bit, though, you know. But it's definitely the one that I feel the proudest about because of the message that's behind it.
Word, man. That's what's up, yo. And you said that's on the same project as Sanity, right?
Right.
Yo, that's dope because like, and we was talking about this before, like, you know how when people try to like box in the art and everything,
Exactly.
you know, you show that right there. You defy that whole misconception right there when you put those right next to each other on the project, you know, because like the energy is kind of different. You know what I'm saying? But the thing is, you're not always gonna feel like this. You're not always gonna feel like that. But both is still authentically you.
Very,
you know
very
what I'm saying?
true. And you know, it's funny because for me as an artist, like my,
It's not that hard to do. For
I mean,
for
when you have that talent, and that's what you do. You think it's not hard, but from the outside looking in,
I mean, as far as like, all right, how you can just make Sanity and then you make Peace, and it still be an extension of you.
That's true.
Right.
I mean, that's
All you gotta
yeah,
pretty much do is think about, all right, what would I do when I go out and have fun at a party?
very true.
And just put that into your music.
Very much so.
That's all it is.
Very much
And then
so.
it's like, all right, what would I do if I'm just chilling at home and, you know, I'm not partying?
Right.
And that's, you know,
Yeah, man.
the two sides of the spectrum. You got your conscious side, you got your, you know, you wilding out, or you got your
Exactly.
energetic side. So it's just like, you can put that in the music.
And I know for me in particular, like the thing that I do, or the thing that I've been doing at all my shows this year. By the way, I'm also doing another show. I'm going to be performing at Tacoma Station for Red Lines Wednesdays on December 16th. Check out. Yeah, hey, I got you. I got you. Word. Worry about that in a minute. Anyways, but the one thing that I always try to tell people, because I personally got my start with spoken word. But like my tagline, you go to my website when I'm handing out cards, tell people I'm not a poet, I'm not a rapper, I'm something much bigger than that. Mm-hmm. My title that I give myself is True Spitter. So it's like and then the first question that everybody will ask themselves is, what the fuck is a true spitter? Right. Just listen and find out. You can't. It's like, and the thing that I really enjoyed about the responses that both of y'all gave when I asked y'all how do y'all define yourselves, it's the exact same way that I would say myself. You can't put me in a box. You can't limit it to just one genre. The line on Sanity, this is Jimi Hendrix mixed with MLK on the day that Goku dropped the spirit bomb on Majin Buu. Like you can't make that shit up. Like that. You have to get at least 3 points of reference. Yeah. Just to understand that. But it speaks to who I am, because I grew up on Dragon Ball Z and shit like that. Yeah. I enjoyed 70s and 80s rock and roll music, the Jimi Hendrix, and I'm also aware of my history at the same time. That's why I'm able to create stuff like that, right. You know. But I think for me, if anybody was going to get anything from me as an artist, Steven X True Spit as an artist, very similar to you all, is to know yourself, love yourself. I think for me, that's the biggest thing more than anything else, or even more so than knowing yourself, is loving yourself, because there's so many people out here who just don't have that. And then once you have that within yourself, you can translate it and give it to others. Yeah. Right. You know, and to me, that's like people empowering, caring every day. It's like my peace. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But those two, that thing, and also the other biggest thing is the statement that I usually make at the end of all my shows. And y'all may have heard me say this at some point or another. Who we are as individuals is not defined by one event, but a culmination of our experience. Exactly. You sum of all of those things. And it's like, the best example of that is this event that we just had. 3 individuals who, up until maybe about an hour ago, really weren't all the way acquainted, acclimated with each other, but now exchange thoughts, listen to music, ideas have been, and they're not too far off, you know, from being similar. But I thank you guys for your time. Yes, sir. Appreciate you for the opportunity, I'm about to say, follow me on Twitter, Instagram at Steven X The Truth. Okay. This has been the Truth Hour. Special shout out to Listen Visions and my man DJ Mike for staying up with us. We out. Jimmy, I look. She's a 5'3" vixen, stacked with all the fixins. Macchiato skin, them eyes and looks that got me tempted. The show the Kama Sutra, the spitter, that's the truth. And when I hit the bed and I start
start singing like I'm Luther. Let me hold you for a night. While we rolling on this flight, I was clicking in that tongue of love. Got her body feeling right. Let's go. Said she liked my style in the way that I articulate. So I went down on the kitty, then I resuscitate. Wrap the legs around my waist, ride me like a rocket ship. Took that D so well, it's like shawty won the scholarship. Give me her IQ and got me harder than a pop quiz. Calculating different ways that I can practice, make my kids hit her with the yardstick until she felt it in her ribs.
I'm bouncing, I'm bouncing, I'm bouncing, I'm bouncing.
I know some ins and outs like a gynecologist. Promise that we won't commit. Yes, that's something we agree. But for now, in this moment, rolling on that Cali tree. That's all she needs. That's all she wants. She's simple in that aspect. I'm just lusting for her assets. Liable to vandalize the frame that she just tantalized with. Addicted to a taste that got me fantasizing of all the different ways that she know how to please me. Connected so trapaholics. She just make it look easy. We keep it on the low. Okay. Nobody ever know. Okay. She said she wanna feel the stinger from a Scorpio. And when I gotta go, she try to lock the door. Okay. That's when I spit and know I got her on my line for sure. Niggas in my name when I'm diving in the body, blowing up the back like a point base shotty. Free it to the weekend on the party at the party. Woman in the streets and the she's naughty. We stoners intertwined. Okay. No rushing, take our time. She want that readout love, so this star had the 69. Don't do this all the time. It's only on occasion with a pretty lady acquaintance in the back of Jamaican. Don't chase the cat, I let it come to me. But still I know that in this life that ain't a luxury. Wisdom from the G. Let the beat rock. Let the beat rock. Bouncing, bouncing, I'm bouncing, I'm bouncing, I'm bouncing, I'm bouncing, I'm bouncing.